Good afternoon and welcome to Cap at Home. I am Miss Ivy and today we are going to be making swirl. So get ready. You're going to do a little painting. We're going to add different papers and you're going to learn about different shapes that you can make into all different type of artistic designs, shapes, okay? And they're just artistic markers. Okay, so you'll learn how to put this together. So let's get ready. Now, what you'll need will be a few markers, your scissors, of course your paint palette. I already started painting. And I'm just gonna set something up here, okay? So I have, and of course a stapler, we have to put all this together, okay? So your paint brushes and a cup of water, okay, for your paint brushes. And we're going to get started. Okay, so I'm going to just zoom down to my workstation. And always have you a nice workstation where you have some of your things set up. So I'm gonna just sort of really zoom you in, okay, so you can see the process, okay, of what we're making today, okay. So we're going to start off with a little paper plate. Now, this was made out of big paper plates, okay? Very flexible paper plates, okay? And paper, okay? You can use your heavy paper, cardstock preferably, okay? You can use different colors. You can use scrapbook paper, okay? All right, just found a little piece of scrapbook paper that I wanted to transform. And I've already started the folding. There's going to be some folding involved. So you want to make sure you have all of your items in front of you and ready to go. Okay? So I have the two colors here, but I also have one that I started. So I'm going to show you how I have this wonderful little pie. This is where we're going to start from, this pie. Okay? All right. We're going to make this little pie out of this. And once I cut the circles out of this, okay? Because we want the papers, and we only need 4. So I think because I have purple, I have a pretty turquoise blue, and this has a variety of blues. And then we have the white paper plate. We're gonna just discard this one, put this one over to the side, and we'll start with this. So I'm simply going to move my markers to the side and make sure you have your pencils, your paintbrush, your different color markers that you want to use, or your colored pencils, okay? So, and all of that is in your supply list. So I'm simply going to move this over onto my palette here, and I'm going to just start with just tracing over the paper plate, right? Tracing it around, okay? And now I'm going to cut my first design, okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut with both papers, so I might as well go in and get my 2 circles out the way, right? Okay, so I'm gonna start cutting just right where I traced over that paper plate so I can have the same shape of the paper plate. So that's what we're shooting for, the same shape of the paper plate. Okay, so now that we're just cutting this on around, and then I'll show you what I previously did so you have some idea of where we're going to go with all this. Okay, and we're just going to cut a nice circle. Just take your time and cut very neatly as much as you possibly can. Okay, all right. So now I can fold those over and put those to the side. Okay, always have you a little side part. Okay, so I have 2 of the same size, right, of my paper plate. All right, right, perfect. Okay, so now what I'm going to do with all of them, I'll fold this in half. Okay, and we want just a pie. We just want one pie. Every color, like this one, we just want one slice of pie. Okay. Now, obviously, you're not going to eat it. I don't think it would taste too good, though, right? Okay. And we're going to fold that. So now we have a blue pie. We have a blue piece of pie, okay? So it's coming together. We have a purple one and we have a blue one. Okay. So let's get this one folded. Fold in half. Fold that in half over. So you basically are just folding it right in the middle in half again. Then you're taking one in, right? And you're folding this now. Put your finger right there in the middle and fold that over like so, okay? Now what I also like to do, I like to take this top half and I like to fold this one backwards because they don't have to go and I don't want them to go the same shape, the same way. So I have still my pie, but when I open it up, okay, I have like, you see how many do we have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, okay? So 8 slices of pie, possibly. Okay, so we'll keep that folded for right now. Okay, and I'm gonna bend this one back too because I want that to be like that, really good. And I'm gonna bend this one back. Okay, fold that back, right? Okay, so when we open them up, we'll have those ready. So I'm gonna keep those folded for right now. So I have 3 of them ready. Okay, now the 4th one that I'm going to do is a painted one, okay? So this one is, I've already painted this, okay? All right, so I decided to do purple, peach, little yellow, lavender, blue, another little yellow, and orange and green, okay? So I have that one, okay? And this too, I will fold up, okay? And I will simply fold it like so in half, right? Okay? Fold in half, okay? Then I'm gonna fold it again in half, again. Okay, and then I'm going to fold, now I think I'm gonna fold this one back this way, same thing, okay? All right, and then I'm going to fold this one, all right, also in, I'm folded in that way, fold, because it's painted, I wanna really make sure it's really folded in the creases where I want it folded, okay? Yeah, so this one you have to sort of pinch a little bit to do so. Okay, so now we have it all together. Okay, so and you can see on the back our pie of that. Okay, now, so we are now going to go into the process of just actually making a few of artistic marks. If you notice on here, I have just dots, okay? Any kind of design, any kind of, it's a design, it's an artistic mark. So yeah, these are like polka dots. I just sort of dotted it all up. These are just dashes, dash, 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 okay? I did a little swirl, a curve, okay? I just did sort of like a wave design. And I did S's. S's make beautiful designs. And I just did a little sort of mark, okay, little boxes. They make beautiful designs too as well. Now this one, I really like this one, and I'll show you how to do this one. This one is really cool. It's in yellow, but it's really 2 lines. So you just sort of go, and I'll show you how to do that particular kind of pattern, okay? So these are various artistic patterns that you can use, okay? So we're gonna do that, okay? And we will do it on, well, let's try this one. Let's try it on that one, okay? So let's try the artistic pattern on that one. And we're gonna put our other little plate over here for right now. Okay, and we'll start with, I think I'm gonna start with just my little marker. And let's do an S design, okay? So if you can see that, I'm gonna zero right down on it so you can really see. Let's do a very nice little, we're gonna do a little S design. So I'm just gonna do little S's. Okay, little S like that. So if you have a Sharpie, your pencils, any colors that you like, okay? And you see I'm going on the side of the pie. So actually it's this one particular side of the pie. I'm just doing little S's, okay? Little S. Okay, now you see mine's, they're not the perfect S, but they're my S. So that's okay. And you just sort of want to space them a little bit, just not even a smidgen of an inch. Very tiny, tiny, tiny dash of an inch, okay? So I'm just doing all the little S's, okay? And I'm going to do them sort of quick because that can take a little time, okay? All right. So you have the idea, and then you just do your S, 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 S. Okay. So, and guess what you'll end up having? And it doesn't take long either. Okay, so you have your first pattern, which are a bunch of S's. Okay, so put your top back on, always. Now, I think I'm gonna use a little green. Okay. Now the green, I think I'll just do a little dot. Just sort of dot, 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 dot. Okay? So you can start seeing your pattern of polka dots. Okay? And you're just dotting. That's all you're doing. Just dot, dot. Staying within your pie area though. In that particular pie, you see how I'm staying right in my pie area. Dot, 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 dot. Okay, and you're just dotting them everywhere, just dot. So this is nice. You can just dot, dot, dot. And I like this shade of green because it's a really pretty green. Okay, so now I have my dots, okay? So that's another design. Let's see, I think I will use, I wonder if I can get orange. If I can do orange, then I'm going to show you, let's see. I think we will be able to do this orange, pretty nice. I'm gonna show you the one pattern where you're just actually, it's like a squiggle, okay? But you're gonna do 2 lines following that line, and then you're going to come back right here. You'll start right in the middle of this, and you'll bring this way up. Then you're going to bring the other line up, okay, and have that one meeting, okay? So now you have a nice like little swerve, if you can see it. It's fluorescent, okay? All right, so you can do that particular one all around this, and you just start there, and you're bringing that up, and you're going to do 2 lines, right? And you close that up, okay? So you start again, bring another line up, right? Whoop, there, and bring that down, and now close that, and another line go over here, okay? So you can do that all the way around, and just do a 2 line, okay? And you're going up now. Sorry for that. We had a little technical hiccup, but we're back. We are back. We take those hiccups and keep moving. Okay, so now we're just going to continue that on, and you just can continue that on all the way through, okay? And you'll have your wonderful little designs going, okay? All right, so you can do that all the way down, okay, for that particular design. Let's look at another design. Now, we're going to do different little dashes. We're not going to use green again. Whoop, I wanted to grab the blue. We're going to do, yeah, let's start with little dashes. And let's do, I think I did the ones going down. Let's do the ones going across. Okay, so we're just going to go dash, 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 dash. My dashes have a tendency to have a little curve sometimes, but that's okay. Okay, so and just keep dashing. Okay, so you can do that all the way down, staying within that pie, all right? Right. You didn't know dashes, not just on the in text while you're typing, but they can actually turn into a beautiful artistic design. Okay, so, and I think I'm going to put a few more right in here. Long ones, big ones, and if you do the smaller ones, that sort of adds a little more to it in the middle. Okay, so we have the dashes there. Now, let's move on into, can't forget about using a little black there now. Okay, so let's move into some waves. We can do little waves with the black. Little waves. Lots of little waves, still staying within my pie. So always remember to stay within that so it can capture the fold, okay? All the way down, okay. So how many more do we have? I have silver. I think I'll do something with silver. And how about little boxes with silver? Little silver boxes would be pretty cool. Okay. Silver boxes, which will be very nice and cool. All right, and we're just going to do a little silver box all along the edge. Okay, and I'm going to cut this a little short because we really want to get into putting this swerve together. All right. A swerve. Swerve. Okay. And I'm moving a little fast here, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna stop there. Well, let's finish this, and then we will stop here. Okay. So with that, now that we have our piece completed, somewhat, we are going to now put it together. I really want to show you how to put it together. So we're just going to unfold these. Okay, and now we're going to put it together. And we're just going to simply staple them. So we have our 4, okay? So we're going to start stapling. So the way you want to staple, and you see you have it, just put this together point by point, right? Now, decide on where you want to staple. I want to staple right here. So my handy dandy stapler, and I'm just going to staple here, just somewhere on the side actually. Okay. All right, and so that's 1. Now I'm going to staple this. Now, the cool thing about this, because we now have a design on both sides, we're going to we'll staple this one in here, and when you do staple that one, you will see a design on that side as well. So let's staple that there. Okay, make sure you staples, okay? And so we're putting all of these together, and then we're going to, add our blue on, okay? So you open that up, and you're going to slide this in. Let's see, where do we want to slide it in? Right here, I think. I think I'm gonna flip it this way. Yeah, for the way I want to slide it in. It's really cool, yeah. And I'm gonna start stapling right here. Okay. All right. Now we want to pull everything else together, keeping in mind that we want to have little openings here and there. Okay, periodically. You want to see a little opening, different spots. Okay. Now you start to see your design forming. Okay. So now we're going to right in here, okay, and let's get some of this, okay, so you can really see. Now I like to poke out I like to sort of poke it out a little bit so you can see your design, okay? So you want to start seeing some little designs here. So I'm not going to staple, right, I'm going to staple right there. You want to still capture some of your design that you did. And let's staple these two together. Okay. And then we'll start forming them right at that edge. Okay. Now I'm going to poke it out that way and poke it out that way. Okay. Now we're going to one more. I think we will be done. Yes, one more and we're done. Okay. So we're going to go right here. All right. So what can you do with these? Well, let me show you. So now you see we have a little, you can see your design there, right? And everywhere you can just turn it around, okay? So now if you stick your pencil there, okay, or your pen, and you swirl it around, guess what? You have just created your swirl. So enjoy your swirl design, okay? And make it fit onto your pencils and your pens. So when you go back to school, you can have the cutest little pencils and the cutest little pens, okay? So make your swirls, okay? Thank you for joining Miss Ivy today for Paper Swirls. Have fun. Bye-bye.